Many jobs require getting hands dirty, literally. Physical grime is obvious and easily washed away, but the real challenge is the invisible grime, negative attitudes and toxic personalities. The most damaging forms of workplace filth are not physical, they're the invisible stains. This contamination can't be removed with soap and water, it can undermine an entire operation. Even with the best equipment, a brilliant business plan, and a highly sought-after product, maintaining a healthy workplace culture is crucial. This is where the No Dickheads policy comes in. The presence of a single individual who belittles colleagues or stirs up conflict can negate all other advantages. Such individuals are exactly who the No Dickheads policy is designed to address. Just as a single clogged pipe can halt an entire system, one toxic personality can poison the workplace, making clear behavioral guidelines essential for a productive environment. Teams that thrive, even under tough conditions, often do so because mutual support, clear roles, and camaraderie are protected by these shared values. That's why more organizations are adopting a No Dickheads policy. These standards aren't about banning humor or being overly sensitive. It's about making character, respect, and collaboration as important as technical skills or academic credentials. The message from leadership is clear. There's no place for dickheads who drain energy and respect from the workplace. So, what does this No Dickheads policy actually mean? Let's break it down. It's not some complicated legal document written by a team of lawyers. It's a simple, straightforward rule. Don't hire dickheads, toxic personalities, and don't keep them around. It's a commitment to building a team of people who treat each other with basic decency and respect, regardless of their title or how talented they might be. It's a recognition that how we do the work is just as important as the work itself. This approach prioritizes a healthy work environment over individual egos, which is a game changer for any business that relies on people working together. This goes way beyond just being nice. It tells everyone that certain behaviors are unacceptable because they harm the team and the mission. We're talking about the big-ticket items of a toxic personality. First and foremost is a massive ego. This is the person who believes they are smarter than everyone else, refuses to listen to ideas that aren't their own, and acts as if the rules don't apply to them. They make everything about themselves, hogging credit for successes while disappearing when things go wrong, which is a surefire way to kill any sense of teamwork. Another major trait is the blame game. They have an excuse for everything and a finger to point for every failure. They never take ownership of their mistakes. Instead, they'll throw a colleague under the bus without a second thought to save their own skin. This behavior creates a culture of fear, where nobody wants to take a risk or try something new because they're afraid of being the next scapegoat. When people are constantly watching their backs, they can't focus on moving forward, and innovation grinds to a halt. You simply can't build anything great on a foundation of blame. Finally, there's the sheer lack of respect and constant negativity. This shows up in many ways: talking down to junior employees, interrupting people in meetings, spreading gossip, or just carrying a dark cloud of pessimism everywhere they go. They are the energy vampires of the workplace, sucking the motivation out of every project and conversation. This kind of behavior is treated as a performance issue. It's not just their personality, it's a liability. Ultimately, it's about protecting the team's most valuable resource, its collective morale and positive energy. Some might think this approach is a bit soft, that a little friction is good for business. But the numbers tell a different story. Keeping a toxic employee costs far more than their salary. Managers spend countless hours dealing with complaints and conflicts, wasting time that could be used for innovation or serving customers. Tech companies like Netflix have a no brilliant jerks rule, knowing that one toxic person can damage morale and cooperation. When people feel respected, they share ideas and collaborate openly, driving innovation. This approach saves companies a fortune in hidden costs, from turnover to lost customer relationships. It's not just about being nice, it's about building a business that lasts. How do you actually put a culture of respect and accountability into action at work? It starts with real commitment from leadership. First, define what positive behavior looks like for your organization. Get your team together and talk about the actions that build people up. Write it down. It doesn't need to be fancy, just clear. We treat each other with respect, we own our mistakes, we support our teammates. This gives everyone a shared standard. Next, bake it into your hiring process. It's easier to keep out toxic behavior than to fix it later. Ask questions that reveal character, not just skills. Prioritize humility, self-awareness, and respect for others. Leadership must model the behavior they want to see, create clear channels for feedback, and hold everyone accountable. When problems arise, address them directly and honestly. Building a respectful workplace is hard work, but it pays off for everyone in the end. Thanks for watching. The best way to hired by Neil Jim Search Group.